legacy. So, do I want a gold statue out in front of the building, with me carrying the world? Do I want to seem like Atlas? We all have egos. If you didn't have an ego, you're not going to start a company. I'm not talking about negative egos or anything like that, but we all have an ego, or else we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. How should the owner of a construction business really be thinking about the legacy that they want to leave behind, both for the mark they made on the business, including founding it and handing it off, as well as the industry?
There's a couple ways to look at that, right? They do need to look at the outward, what people see on the outside for their legacy. And you're right, is that industry, do they really want to be noted in the industry for something? And what does that mean? They do need to look at that, where are they looking at success for the next generation? Really, that's where any business, construction business or any business, is really going to be noted. Is the organization set up, and will it continue to be set up for success for those future generations to take it over and to move on? That's really the larger look at the legacy of that business. Now, inside there's the financial independence and, of course, the personal independence. Financial independence that goes with, the legacy. Do you want financial independence for yourself? Do you want it for your family? What exactly are you looking for there? That may change a little bit on how you're looking at your organization to be successful for the future generations, if your family isn't maybe part of that future generation, right? They're maybe not going to be in the industry. You've got employee stockholders who are now going to be taking over the company, something like that. So it's really looking at all of the aspects that are out there and clearly defining what it is that you need to make your family as financially independent as you wanted yourself, and that you have, again, set the organization up without hurting the rest. You've set it up for future success. So, if somebody does want that gold statue, I guess you can just go get that made, and you can put it right outside. You can put your own, your own picture on anything that you want. I don't know that is ultimately what people want, however. I think it is that they would like the legacy to live on, and that lives on both personally and professionally, right, with the organization and with the person's, family and outside relationships. So there's a couple of ways that you need to look at it. What kind of things did that hit the mark, David, or did you have others to talk about?
No, I think you hit the mark perfectly, and I think about some examples of that, and really tying together some of these other pieces that we're talking about, including what's your lifestyle, what's your involvement in the industry, and we've got one owner who had kind of started years ago, starting to build waterworks projects once a year in Africa. In his retirement, all he did was he stepped that up, so he gets to go exercise his construction and engineering muscles, and really that's part of his legacy. Not only the business that he's leaving behind that's sustainable and going to grow beyond him, but also that he's really helping, at this point in his life, thousands of people get access to clean and fresh water in an area that doesn't really have free access to that. So I think it's really neat. You go to look at your legacy. That's really part of your retirement masterpiece. It's not about ego. I was only joking about the statue. I think if anybody wants a statue, I do personally, just so that everybody knows. But if anybody wants a statue, no, that's the wrong legacy to leave. You want what every parent wants. You want your kids, and you want the world to be a better place for them. So that's I think you answered it perfectly.